Hello and welcome to the Fall Classic, the College Exposure Tournament, USA Softball of the state of Oregon. I am Boomer Marshall. I'll be on the call today alongside Caleb Franklin. He's bringing you those great shots at home, even through the rainstorm. And alongside doing the color commentary today, another Medford native, Taylor Mabin. And excited to have you, Taylor. Thanks for joining us today.
Excited to be here.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to turn up your mic just a little bit.
Alrighty.
All right. I get a little excited, and so I like to just, start talking and rambling. And
I'm good at talking too.
Yeah, no. You'd be perfect for this then. So today we have the game day team in the black and the red taking on USA Malone. And more of what we saw kind of in the first game, Taylor. Tough time with the pitchers, out of the gate, finding the strike zone.
Yeah, that wet ball on the wet turf.
Yeah.
No fun.
And that 3-0 pitch is going to miss down low, so a leadoff walk here for game day. Is that something that, Taylor, that you're going up there as a hitter, with an approach, you're thinking – it's wet. Pitchers are having a tough time finding it.
You're being picky for sure.
I like that. You're being picky for sure. If you don't know Taylor, Taylor's dad, Mike, was the head coach at SOU last year, an assistant the year before on the national championship team. Also rooted deep roots in Medford. As Mike was how many state championships did he win?
I think 4.
4 at North Medford as the head coach, and then you talk about brother Nate, who's won 6 or 7 straight with the Medford Mustangs, and then their dad Mike, Papa for you.
Yes, Grandpa Mike.
One of the all-time greats at Cascade Christian. So, the Mabin family, a staple in Medford, and it's awesome that I get to be on the Mike with Taylor. So
I'm not as cool as them. Don't have as many accolades, but.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're probably a lot cooler than them.
Oh yeah.
3-1, and that pitch is going to miss. Oh, never mind. Look what I found. A strike. Full count. And, it's one of those things you're just trying to get the grip and hopefully get it somewhere over the plate where they'll swing, and unable to do so there for another walk. So, and the other thing that me and Kat talked about, because I had Kat on in the first game, and Taylor was kind of the assistant keeping the book, which was awesome, giving the timekeeper all kinds of heck during the break because they were 10 minutes behind. But I lost my train of thought. Gosh darn it.
You and Kat were talking?
Yes, we were talking. We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about Reading. We didn't talk about the water park, though. That's the cool thing in Reading.
That is pretty cool. We don't have one of those.
Yeah, we have immigrant water slides, which are for the elderly.
Yeah, not as cool as Reading.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and before, it was cool to go to Reading because they had In and Out, but
now we
not anymore.
My grandma, I kid you not, would drive to Reading to eat an In-N-Out burger.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Go out of your way.
Yeah.
I've been there before. I want that.
Yep. Little road trip.
So here's the 3-0 count. And you just feel for the pitchers.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what my point was. These girls haven't played, let's say they're going to be seniors this year in high school. Okay. They didn't have a junior season, right? Because of COVID. They didn't have a between junior and senior season that summer. That's been wiped away.
Yeah.
So you're talking about 18 months ago is kind of the last time they played, maybe 15 months if they played late in the summer.
A full season, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and my dad and I have talked a lot about the recruiting process for the senior class, because last year's senior class, by the time COVID hit, most of them were already committed to a college, so they already had things figured out. Your junior year is really your big recruiting year, and so to miss out on most of your junior season and then all of the summer before your senior season and then have everything still kind of up in the air right now about what's going to happen this coming season. This senior class is going to have a hard time getting recruited by colleges. On top of that, most colleges have that extra year of eligibility to give out to those returning players. So rosters are stacked right now.
Yeah.
And so trying to get recruited when college teams are already full for the next couple of years, and you missed those college coaches haven't seen you play. Like, you missed all those camps that got canceled, all those tournaments that got canceled. It's going to be tough for the senior class.
Yeah, and, a lot of kids that maybe would have gotten a look, a couple years ago or 5 years ago or 10 years ago, probably not going to get that look. And, that's unfortunate. That's why they're here, though. This is an opportunity, that they can't take for granted. And if you want to go play some college softball, then come show up at this thing, right?
Yeah, for sure. This is their chance. And there's also lots of options. Junior college is always an option, but it's just the senior class is probably going to suffer the most, and I feel for them.
Yeah, no, I could not imagine going back to, my high school days and not having a junior season.
No,
that's just unheard of.
Yeah.
And, not having the summer to go along with it, which coincides. So it's definitely a weird time. And, 2020, pretty much, let me just say it.
It's almost over. It's almost over.
Sucks. Come on.
Yes, it does.
Shut it down. They shut everything down. Golly.
I know. Did you ever think there'd be a time that the world just stopped?
No. And then the fires and, come on. We need a break. The rain is, kind of nice. I mean, I'm wet and cold, but
but it's not smoky right now.
And it's not 60-mile-per-hour winds with huge flames bearing down on us. So, which I think the fire actually came through here, right this
it was
park.
right. Yeah.
Wasn't it right up here?
On this side of the freeway, yeah.
There's a line drive shot up the middle. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Oh. They're going to waver. And a 3-run double. Yes, good call, Taylor. And game day has built an early 3-0 lead.
That was the first hit of the game?
That was. Nice. 3 walks. And then, look, we're going to barrel one up. And we've talked about it in the first game, the fast gaps, the fast track, that this turf field provides. And there you go.
Yeah.
Good piece of hitting. And just like that, it's 3-0.
Outfielders have to be really careful on this turf, especially when it's wet.
Right.
Because the ball's going to skid and it's going to jump. And whatever way that the ball, you have the fences aren't totally surrounding. So if, a left-handed hitter gets up, the ball's going to start spinning to the left. They hit it to the right side, and it could be an automatic double if it gets past that fence. So outfielders just have to do a good job protecting the line.
Yeah, and hustling, getting in front of it, whatever it takes to just knock it down.
Yeah.
And it's so tough. It's like you're playing shortstop, 160 feet away, in center. It's ball's hitting the hole. You're backhanding it. You don't see that a whole bunch. The first game we had today was a 12-10 game that only made it 2 innings, 2 complete.
Yes, the time limit.
I've never called one of those.
I don't think I've ever watched one.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All my years. Yeah.
So we're going to call time. We're already 11 minutes in here to the top of the first, and nobody out. So I don't know. It's going to be high-scoring games today, right? With the weather. A lot of people think, it's going to be tough to hit the ball because it's cold and rainy. Well, try throwing it over the plate.
Yeah, no. And circumstances are the same on both sides, you know? So both teams have to figure out how to adjust and perform well under these conditions. It's not like it's just a one-sided thing.
So the other thing is, you touched on it there, making the most of your opportunity because both teams will get them. And so far game day here has taken advantage of their opportunity early. And that ball's driven down the left field line, but foul. So the count goes to full. But at some point, if you're just walking kids, you just throw it underhand, and use the defense. slow pitch. I mean, like,
well, the defense has the same issues, though. You got to grip
Yeah.
the ball harder, throw the ball more accurately.
I know. I'm just kidding about throwing
But
it
yes.
slow pitch. It's tough if you're walking a bunch of
There's another
ladies
one right there.
and it's tough,
Well, and it just gets frustrating because there's really not much you can do about it.
Yeah, and the ball from the catcher's mitt to back to the pitcher, and then we're gonna take it, we're gonna rub it around our glove that's wet, and then
Yep.
we're gonna throw it. And
our wet hand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna one hop the catcher, and
Yeah.
and
It's just
it's gonna be like waterlogged,
Yep.
So no fun, but still at the same time, lots of fun being out here playing. Right?
Love softball. Hey, yeah, these kids, they haven't played in a long time, so even if it's raining and wet, I feel like this is, if I got to play softball right now, I don't care what weather conditions it is.
Right.
Because we haven't played a game since the
Right.
beginning of March, so.
1-1's the count here. 3-0 game. We're on the top of the first. Nobody out. Runners at second and third. That pitch will miss down low. Ball 2. That ground ball up the middle. Nice play to the backhand side, but there's that wet turf kind of coming into play. Good play, though, Taylor. I mean, moving to her left and saved a run, right?
Showed off her range for sure. She got to that ball pretty close to second base. And then was trying to pivot her feet to turn around and throw to first and just slipped.
Looks like she has tennis shoes on. Is that?
Yeah, I don't think she has turf cleats.
Oh, and that's a one-hopper and hits the batter. So base is now loaded for game day with already up 4-0 here in the top of the first. And now a chance to really make it hurt. I was going to ask you, Taylor, in that situation, you had runners at first and third, RBI situation, or excuse me, there's runners at second and third. You're up at the plate. What are you thinking up there as far as nobody out? What am I trying to do?
Yeah, get the ball out of the infield.
There you go.
I mean, obviously you're being picky still, but I think anything close to the plate you're being aggressive with, because
yeah, something to drive.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice, right?
Yep.
But do you go up with that, that mindset, like I'm gonna, get one of these first pitches because it's probably going to be one of the best ones I see, or are you more of a patient hitter in that situation, and kind of reacting? Do you go up there with the idea like first pitch fastball, I'm going to jump on it?
Oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Always.
If you see one that's anywhere you can touch, I feel like at this point, you just gotta jump on that. Like we were talking about, take your opportunity.
Well, and pitching is like, there's so many good pitchers out there. It seems like if they get some kind of count leverage on you in a strikeout situation, they're going to throw something funky up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And have you on your heels. First pitch, fastball. They're trying to get ahead in the count. Boom, bang. Let's go.
Sometimes first time through the lineup, people are being a little more patient. They want to get a sense of the pitcher's speed and what she tends to do in certain situations. But at this point, when there's just a lot of balls that she can't even control at this point, as a hitter, you're just looking for one that is in the strike zone.
Yeah, like on a tee kind of thing.
Yeah. Because you're just not going to get as many as you normally would.
Your spot, your speed, and know what to do with it. So that pitch misses down low, and the count goes to 2-0. There's a big jump at first base there, maybe. I mean, call me crazy. We need to get an out if I'm playing if I'm on defense. I know it's 3-0, so you can't pitch out now, but
well, you don't want to risk. You don't want to risk overthrowing or
right
down the first baseline when you have more important runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
So this leadoff or this girl leading off of first is doing a pretty good job.
Right.
Getting a good jump because if it's hit anywhere in right field, she has a chance of scoring.
Yeah.
If she gets a good enough jump, so
absolutely
she has a chance to get off the base pretty far.
I'd like the put the pressure on the defense kind of thing. That ball fouled up and out of play, so good job there by pitcher from USA Malone. Fights back and the count goes full. Still looking for that first out.
Yeah, I was gonna say still no outs.
And just get one here would maybe go a long way in just kind of settling everybody down and getting, back to playing ball, rather than, oh, my gosh, when are we going to get our first out kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And that pitch misses up for ball 4 and another run for game day.
Mm-hmm. I think at this point you got to start trusting your defense. Just try to get the ball over the plate and in the strike zone a little bit. It doesn't really matter where if you're hitting your spots or your spins. I think at this point it's just let's trust our defense. There's a full – bases are loaded. Yeah. So we have lots of options. Let's just get out here.
Yeah, and kind of touched on that, like jokingly, at the start of the broadcast. Throw an underhand, like just don't walk them. I mean, whatever it takes. Let the defense play behind. I mean, it's so tough, and this is a college exposure tournament. It's not really as much about the team as it as about getting these individual kids an opportunity to be seen. So you don't want to say, I'm going to take that away from the kid.
Yeah, the pitcher wants to get her strikeouts up. Yeah.
First pitch, fastball on the outside, strike 1. Oh,
yeah, and there's coaches all over walking around. I know. I mean, we have 2 to 3 coaches out here all day.
Is your dad out here today?
Him and Coach
There's a hard ball hit. 4, 6. Almost turn 2. Good turn by the shortstop.
But we'll have an out now.
There's an out.
Runners at first and third.
Yeah. So 7-0 now. Runners at the corners.
Coach Pistol and my dad are out at SOU right now with a few girls from Clackamas Community College.
Nice.
Yeah, working out with them. So to see if we'll have some transfers for next year. That's another thing, too, about the recruiting thing is that sophomores at junior colleges right now are in that same boat as seniors in high school.
Right.
They didn't even get their freshman year of college.
Right.
And now they're supposed to be getting recruited this year. And it's like, oh, I don't have any stats to give you.
Right.
Which is
that scary.
Kind of thing. Yeah. And then there's also sophomores returning as, their second year sophomore season kind of because they have that year of eligibility. And they're in that same boat. It's like, I didn't have my sophomore season. Yeah. So.
Did we score there, Kat? Was that? No, 7-0. Was that? It is? Oh, man, I got it wrong. That's a first. It's 7. Yes. Never mind at home.
Don't trust Kat.
Never gotten it wrong. You heard it here first. 7.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to work the scorebook. They're real complicated up there.
That ball's hit. Nice play there by the second baseman.
That'll score another run.
You have to cross out the 2, put 1 there, and
just go to the top.
Yeah.
You'd think college softball players would know how to work a scorebook.
Yeah, that's kids from Reading.
Oh, man.
Hey, I get it. It's not your fault. 8-0. Swung on, fouled back. So ahead in the count now.
Yeah, 2 strikes.
So now let's put on the pitching hat, the coaching hat. What are you telling your pitcher here? 0-2 situation.
I mean, you don't want a pass ball right now. So you're not going too crazy, but you're not throwing it over the plate right now. I mean, this is either a rise ball or change-up situation, off something off the plate or off speed. But you don't want it getting past that. Yep.
And there it was.
Strike out, yeah.
You heard it there first from Taylor Maven. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner, maybe a little change of speed and for the third out of the inning. But Game Day able to get 8 here in the top of the first. When we come back, we'll head to the bottom of the first. See if USA Malone can answer. We'll be right back after this.
Everyday heroes live life full circle. Fill up and use your enrolled kickback card so you save 16 cents a gallon at the pumps. Get what you need when you need it. And remember, we reward all heroes with kickback cards at My Circle K. And if a call goes out for another heroic appearance, no problem. We have that one covered too. With our state-of-the-art car wash systems. Be the hero you were meant to be. Heroes living life full circle.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back. Live at U.S. Cellular Field. Field number 5 for today's pool play matchup between Game Day and USA Malone. Game Day gets 8 in the top of the first as the trend continues. Offense with walks, and it's tough conditions. It's probably the nicest it's been though, like as far as rain falling,
right now. Yes.
which is nice. But still, 2 balls here for Game Day to start, and kind of the theme has been it's tough to find the strike zone.
Yeah. And it's not the umpire's fault.
No.
It's the wet rain.
It is, and the accumulation, the ball going back and forth from catcher to pitcher. I mean, we talked about this already, but
Your
the first
gloves
game,
are wet. Yeah.
The first game made it all of 2 innings, and it was 12-10. A real defensive battle. No. It wasn't at all.
No.
And, you can't really blame the kids. I mean, say, oh, yeah, get tough, throw strikes. Well, if you can't grip the ball, I don't know how you're supposed to do that. And USA Malone on cue with a leadoff walk.
Yep. I'm sure the other fields are seeing a lot of that too.
Yeah, no. There was one field where there was like a grand slam and a 3-run shot. But besides that, there was mostly just, it sounded like a lot of walks, a lot of, small ball, which the Maven family knows all about.
My dad's a little notorious for that, I guess.
Yeah, and Nate with the Mustangs,
yes,
he like bunted himself to like 3 state championships, I swear.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy. The push and drag game, man.
Well, in baseball, it's I feel like underused more than softball, and it's even harder to field a bunt in baseball. Like, you're so far away.
Uh-oh, did she leave early? She didn't get called for it, and missed the tag. And there's some important gentlemen. Joe Brett? I don't know. Good, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, good to see you too, brother.
You're not as important as Joe.
I know. I'm not on Joe's level.
That was one of our umpires.
Oh, we got our first out. I didn't catch it. How was the first out? Strikeout? Wow. She's keeping the book, and She just asked like a 4-year-old walking by what happened.
Listen, we just know how to play softball. We don't know how it actually works.
Yeah.
We don't know how to score it.
I was one of those kids that like used to keep the book when I was like 6, like of a game on ESPN. That's how I learned how to keep the book.
My Grandma Mabin, she brings a book to every game she goes to. She just loves it. It keeps her into it. It gives her something to do while she's watching. She probably has books of all of my games, all my little sister, all my dad and uncle throughout all the years.
There's a slow roller, a little swinging bunt that will drift foul. But those are the kind of plays when you're playing third, like, please go foul.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, isn't that nice? We got a little collection of water on and then it was like dripping down on the tarp and splashing me in the eye. It was terrible. 2-1. I want to make that 3-1 as the count. Runner at second for USA Malone. 3-1. What are you thinking, Taylor?
Trying to get a strike.
Yeah, time to get a strike. What are you thinking offensively?
Oh, watch the ball. I mean, you got, first of all, again, circumstances.
Right.
There's a better chance of it being a ball.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, you're being picky with that pitch.
I like it.
Unless it is exactly what you want, you're not swinging at it.
Yeah. Speed and location, I guess, right? Barrel it up. Oh. Lefty up at the plate. Oh. Drag, fake. And third baseman charge. That's an old North Medford play.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we'll show the bunt. We'll show the bunt. Here comes the third baseman. Shortstop doesn't get over. Nope.
It turned into so much more than that, too, especially in college. Now it's like fake bunt, fake hit.
Yeah. Oh, swing and miss? Swing and miss, yeah. Yeah, that's
fake
the thing.
Bunt, fake hit, so that the shortstop has to maintain her ground, but the third baseman has to come up on the fake bunt.
Yeah.
It's...
No, that's...
I don't know what you call that. Fake bunt, fake drive, whatever. How do you put it on your little wrist coach?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
yeah,
we got that play.
Everybody has gone to that pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
the wrist coaches, yeah.
It's really tough to pick the signs.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I mean, you can't, basically, unless you have cheated and got a copy of the signs.
Oh, my gosh. My younger sister, Mia, she is 2 years younger than me. And at one tournament, a state tournament, ASA one year, we were in, like, Salem, I think. And she found a wrist coach of another team laying on a bucket and took a picture of it.
Nice. So savvy.
The Aloha Breeze. We had their wrist coach. So I don't think we ended up playing them that day.
You guys ended up like pitching out at all the right times. And
yeah.
Gosh, that guy's a heck of a coach over there.
You got to be careful with those things, man. We had, even at practice, our first year we started using it was my freshman year at SOU. And we had somebody leave theirs in the dugout after practice. And she had to do, I think she had to do 75 burpees.
Oh, my gosh. I couldn't do 7 burpees.
She had to do 75 burpees. We did have to do 100 for fit test this year.
I would die.
It was awful. The next day my arms were so sore and my legs.
3-2 pitch. That ball slapped on the ground. And we're going to the plate.
Got the out at home.
Oh, wow. I didn't know if the throw was going to be there in time, right?
I thought maybe she might have been under that one, but
I thought maybe she beat the throw.
I couldn't tell.
I'm standing here behind the first base, or sitting here behind the first base coach, the fence.
Behind the fence, yeah.
Yeah. So I know.
They probably had a better view at home.
Yeah. No, seriously, Caleb was out or safe at the plate. Out.
He was out. All right.
Dynamic with that one. Okay. Like you went. Like straight for the jugular, like out. Thought you were gonna ring him up.
Got a first and third here.
First and third situation here with 2 outs.
And I'm thinking, as a catcher, you're not wanting to throw the ball all the way down to second.
Yeah.
That wet ball, risk it.
So there goes the runner.
Oh,
we're gonna throw high.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get a chance at the plate, and just like Taylor said. You know, you think, oh, it's easy. I'm just going to come up and throw a strike to second. Well, the ball's wet. It's tough to get the transfer, clean. It's tough to get a good grip, which is all important.
Yeah. No, that's a risky play.
Sorry. Oh.
Lunchtime.
Yes. Hello. Thank you so much. Come back as much as you'd like. Those red tickets.
Thank you. Oh, I'll just take one.
So, on the board, USA Malone.
He gave us 4. You want one? You want a lunch ticket?
Oh, we're supposed to get lunch tickets? Me and Caleb have to share? So 1-0 count, game day. Coach out to, talk to the ladies a little bit. Calm them down. There you go, jinx. Must be Coach's kids or something.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. Everybody just always picks on me. I don't get it. Gosh. I could have got this at home.
Easy target.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Yeah. This is hilarious. If you only knew.
Aw.
No. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
And that pitch is upstairs. So runner at third here, an 8-1 game in the bottom of the first. I don't know who's running the scoreboard, but the second
She's
inning.
right behind you. It's Lindsay. It's just another SU softball player that doesn't know what they're doing.
Not the third. I'm kidding.
Is it really the first inning?
Yeah, it's really the first inning.
Oh, man. It's gonna be a
2-0
long
count.
day.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Starting to sprinkle again.
Or pour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it hailing or what's going on?
That is loud. Oh, it kind of looks like it.
It's like Forrest Gump. 3-0 pitch.
Swing and a miss.
And we
That's
swung
a
at
good
a pitch in the dirt.
Oh, I could
3-0.
not tell. Was that really in the dirt?
I mean, not in the dirt per se, but like
Was it
it was a ball.
Yeah. Yeah, these girls want to hit. They want to
Yeah,
show their stuff, and it's like, give me a strike.
Yeah.
Give me something close. I'm going to swing at it.
Was that
I like
lightning?
it, though.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't lightning, was it?
Don't say that to me. Lightning.
Yeah. Why
That
would
means
you not
we're
want to
here
hear that?
till 1 a.m.
We got to run down. And there's a flip and a tag in the
Wow.
chin. Says sit down. Nope. That's the third out of the inning. So after one complete, game day 8, USA Malone 1. We're coming back with the second right after this. Don't go anywhere here. Live on Table Rock Sports. Welcome back. We're going to the top of the second. 8-1 is the score after one complete. Taylor, a little breakdown of the first inning game days. Let's say offensively, how'd they get things rolling?
Mostly watching pitches.
Yep.
I mean, there were actually not too many pass balls.
Right.
The catchers are doing a good job. They know that they need to protect. But lots of walks, a couple hits.
Mm-hmm.
But
They barreled a couple balls up.
For the most part, it's walking the bases.
Yeah, so, you know, if you're coaching, put your coach's hat on, and you're coach for USA Malone, what are you telling the girls, and especially the girl in the circle, about getting the ball over the strike zone?
Yeah, I think you're telling her to just trust her defense. It's time to stop worrying about who's clocking your pitches right now, what coach is watching you. It's time to start worrying about letting your defense work.
Yeah.
Throw the ball over the plate. I don't care what speed. I don't care what spin. Just get it into the strike zone.
And
your defense will do the rest.
Competing, right? I mean,
yeah.
You're going out there and having that mindset like, hey, I'm going to tough this thing out. And not saying that she's not, but
no, yeah, this game is 90% mental. Yeah.
The other half's physical.
No, 10%. 90% mental. What do we got here?
We got another easy go.
Ponchos. Nice.
Nice. Oh. You got another towel?
Oh, there's a hit to the shortstop.
You got the
Not
call?
in time.
Hustling
Base
out
hit.
of the box, right? Mm-hmm. Good call, Taylor. Thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
I just saw a guy pull up in a golf cart with bath mats, and it never looked so good. Thank you, Coach. So, leadoff runner aboard here for game day. Now, was that, field cleanly?
Yeah, she just ran it out.
Wow. I mean, that was some serious
A little bit
speed.
of a, slow line drive.
Okay.
With a hop to the shortstop and then...
Like the backhand side, or?
Nope, she had to come through it. Thank you.
Cat's so nice. No, you can tell this girl can move.
Yeah.
She was
speedy.
Straight steal first pitch. I mean, if you're straight steal every time you get on base first pitch, that means you got speed. Uh-oh. What we had an over the intercom, somebody saying.
No RV parking.
No RV parking. I was thinking there was going to be some kind of weather update, maybe.
Oh no!
Not. Didn't happen. Okay. Just don't bring your RV to the ballpark. Okay, that has been made clear over the intercom.
I mean, where else do you park it, though?
Yeah,
These girls brought RVs.
Yeah, what if all you brought was an RV?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys can park it down at Roxanne Lanes and walk. Jeez Louise. Might be taking up too much space out there. Or getting a little rowdy in the parking lot here pretty early on a Saturday morning. It's like the state championship football game I called in Hermiston this year.
Oh man.
That's a great play there by the shortstop. And kind of circling around the ball, charging it.
Another little slow dribbler.
Throwing off the right foot, which is the wrong foot, but the right foot. And able to get the first out of the inning. So a nice play there from the shortstop. And that's what you kind of were talking about. Trust your defense. And able to do so there for out number one.
Yeah, she hasn't had any walks yet this inning. So
yeah,
that's a win already.
There's a pass ball. And I think that girl was like,
too soon.
Meet me. Like,
oh, yeah, this girl's speedy. She was going.
Yeah. She sees the ball in front of the plate. I mean, she's going. So 9-1 now. Game day with the lead.
Oh, we got some Mabens on now watching.
Uh-oh. Which ones?
Grandpa Maben, I think, is on.
Oh, Mike. What's up, Mike?
Sister Mia.
I used to go to Cornerstone Church,
yeah.
and Mike would lead worship like every Sunday. It was awesome. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He's a great passer, but sometimes his rhythm is a little.
Oh no!
Every
Come
once in a
on!
while.
How are you gonna do that to your grandpa?
Call him out.
Unbelievable! Like,
oh, he's the best man I know.
yeah,
I'll tell you that. But
he's a good dude.
he's a goof.
Yeah, no, I'll never forget that, him leading worship for the children's church for
He
Sunday
do
school. Yeah,
run the youth stuff. Yep.
yeah.
He's too old for that now. He's retired from being a pastor. He's teaching at Cascade now.
Yeah,
He's still a pastor, teaching Bible at Cascade, I should say.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice little hop.
play there. And a
Get
good
out of the inning.
defensive
That was a
inning.
good inning for them. Mm-hmm.
And the one thing that sticks out to me is we threw strikes. We threw strikes, and good things will happen, like you talked about, Taylor. When we come back, we'll see if Game Day can throw strikes and have a quick inning themselves, or if USA Malone can get a couple more on the board, get something going, and make this thing competitive. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. I guess the Maben clan, or at least Grandpa Mike's listening at home, and maybe some of the Marshall families at home listening as well. So
We got a few viewers.
all the family, yeah, they have no choice, right? I mean, but to tune in. No, but seriously, all family and friends out there listening, checking in on either your family or friends, or people calling the game, or playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, thank you for joining, and we appreciate your guys' support.
Yeah, seating out here is limited today. They
Yeah.
got to keep capacity at the field, so there's probably a lot of people at home that couldn't come watch their kids play.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is, when I walked in, they told me I was going to have to wear a mask and call the game. Like, I have a tough time, like, chewing gum and walking, so I can't breathe with the mask on, I swear.
No, these
It's
things
not
are
that I
tough.
don't believe in it. Like, I think it's probably a good thing, wearing a mask. But, I don't know. It's never really been awesome to wear one. Like, I don't get excited. to
No,
wear one.
yeah.
It's
Don't think we'll ever get
stinky.
used to it.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
Might have to, but
Yeah. Hopefully we can get this behind us. For your guys' sake, right?
yeah,
For
the fact that we're
all the
watching
sports
softball
first.
right now, that was pretty exciting for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been way
2-1.
too long.
2-1 count here. USA Malone trying to get the leadoff runner aboard. Game Day trying to retire that leadoff batter. We talked about it a little bit in Game 1, the analytics of the leadoff person reaching or not reaching, and what that does to, like, a percentage of opportunity to score in that inning. It's like a 40% jump. It goes from like 57% to like 17%. It's crazy. So huge to get the leadoff runner aboard. Here's the 3-1, and here's the walk. So leadoff runner aboard for USA Malone.
It's a huge deal. Yeah, when you're looking to find a leadoff hitter, you're looking for, honestly, batting average is not even that big of a deal. It's on-base percentage. You just want somebody who gets on base. Even if it's errors, even if they're forcing the defense to move, even if it's walks, like, you want whoever your highest on-base percentage. Your highest batting average, you can move that to number 3 or,
Yeah. Slugging
number one
percentage.
is number 1 is on-base percentage.
There's a nice pitch. Was that called a strike? No, it wasn't. Shows you what I know. I mean, sitting over here in kind of no man's land. And that pitch will miss down low, so now 2-0. $33 minutes left on the game clock, if that makes sense. There is a time limit, so.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, otherwise we'd still be playing that first one.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought I was going to get run ruled for a little while, and then.
Right? No, I remember you asking that. How many
Yeah.
runs is it? There goes the runner down to second. And a good throw there by the catcher. Able to get her.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Again, though, it's smart to be risky on the bases because for them to get the ball from home to second accurately and then into the glove and then the tag, it's just really hard with that wet ball. And sliding on the wet turf, you're gaining speed.
Right.
So, smart to take risks on the bases right now, but...
Well, and now if you're the youngster that got thrown out at second, you're thinking the next pitch was ball four. Like, oh.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
Yeah.
tough.
Run into your first out at second. Nine-1 game here. Bottom of the second. USA Malone trying to claw their way back into it. We got a count, Taylor?
No, this is a new hitter, I think.
Okay.
They just walked.
Thinking I might have missed a pitch, but. And runner at first kind of bluffs, gets a big secondary.
Yeah, they put in a runner, so she's a courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
So she's probably pretty quick.
Ball is popped up and out of play. Oh, 2. That pitch will miss away for ball number 1. So count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. $30 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Was that a bunt attempt?
It looks like it.
That's a strikeout then.
Yeah, but I don't think he...
I've got it.
That looked like she was trying to bunt to me.
That was a total bunt attempt.
That would be a strikeout.
No, it would. Absolutely.
Huh.
There goes the runner. Throw down to second.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, and there it
She
is.
slid right past.
Did she come off the base?
It looks like it.
Man. So, umpire right on it there at second. And they are able to catch that runner stealing from first to second to retire the side and move things along to the third inning. When we come back, top of the third coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Here live on Table Rock Sports. Man.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And we're back. Headed to the... Oh, I thought we were headed to the third. We are headed to the third.
Yeah.
Top of the third inning coming your way. "28 minutes and counting left on that game clock." Game clock. That's weird to say in baseball.
Yeah.
There's no like play clock, so what, of course it'd be the game clock. What other kind of clock would it be? I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know. Just trying to make the best of the situation.
It's been kind of fun because we held that recruiting camp yesterday.
Right.
So there's a few of the girls that I'll recognize. You get to know them throughout camp. We were here from 6 a.m. to like 9, or I should say 8:30, I think, yesterday. So got to spend some time with some of these players who are in this tournament. So it's kind of fun to watch them.
Absolutely, get an opportunity to see them, in their element, so to say, rather than in your kind of neck of the woods.
Yeah,
with
when
your
we're
work,
running crazy drills and
with your
working 'em.
workout.
Yeah.
So 0-2. It's 3-0. Okay. That 3-0 pitch fouled away. There's kind of a,
Good
what would you
play.
call that? Like a high squibber, like with all kinds of spin on it.
Yeah. I don't know. Slow line drive.
Yeah.
Maybe a little high, but kind of a little blooper.
Yeah. The old tweener drill. Just hit it behind the first baseman. Will pop up. Hit it behind third. You got to go to communicate, make the play, and do so without running into your teammates.
And make sure somebody's at the base.
Yeah. Oh, man. There's nothing worse than that. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That off-speed pitch is going to miss up and away.
That's what I'd be working a lot of right now. Just a lot of changing speeds, fastballs and changeups. Not going too crazy with trying to spin the ball right now.
That pitch will miss, and put runners on at first and second. Shivering. Oh.
It is getting cold.
Yeah.
I need a hot coffee in my hands.
No,
That's what
Caleb had a. Oh, there's a shot into right,
It's a nice
and it's
hit.
over the head. Oh, held to a long single there, because with one out on first base, you can't tell if that's going to be over your head or not, can you? I mean, you'd have to get a really good read on it.
Yeah. You have to wait. You're not tagging, but you're going halfway and stopping.
Yeah. And if you think it's over her head, maybe with a little momentum, like she's going to have a tough time drifting back, making the play, and then throwing it.
Well, and it bounced right off the fence, right? I mean.
Yeah. Right back to her. There's a line drive.
Oh.
That's going to be a double play. And that should be enough to get him out of the inning. It is. USA Malone puts up a goose egg for the first time. Coming to the plate when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Here live on Table Rock Sports.
Clackamas?
Oh, I was wondering the name. Are the Oaks are not playing in this office?
Welcome back. Going to the bottom of the third. USA Malone's done an admirable job after giving up 8 in the top of the first to Game Day via the walk and some timely hitting from that team from Game Day. So kind of settled in defensively in the circle. And, they've kind of been using one another rather than, trying to, spot the ball and be, maybe they're just trying to be too fine. Maybe just trying to throw strikes and use your defense, right?
Yeah.
So that
Been a
first
little
pitch,
cleaner.
that first pitch misses down low, and USA Malone trying to get something going offensively here. They're in quite a hole with 20 minutes or so remaining on the game clock. Ball is swung on. Oh, sugar.
Nice foul shot.
Right into your living room at home. I love saying that.
That's a good one.
Yeah. That's good hustle right there. I like that. There's a one hopper. Oh, good play there by the pitcher.
That's what you want right there. Ground balls.
And that's a tough play for the shortstop too. If he gets past the pitcher, because then it's going to kind of have one of those little in between funky hops. And if she's busting out of the box, you're going to have a tough time getting her. You got to make almost the perfect play with a perfect exchange and a perfect grip. But didn't have to there because the pitcher was able to make the jump, the play, a throw.
And that first out again is super important. Like
Right.
we were talking about earlier.
First pitch, fastball for strike number 1. And that pitch is in there for another strike, so way ahead now. Pitcher for Game Day, 0-2. I used to say like inside, or my dad would just say inside, outside, up kind of thing. 0-2. Just nothing over the plate. Unless it's like.
Nope, there was a rise ball, struck her out.
There you go. And it's tough. You got to be up there protecting. So you're thinking, I'm just going to pepper. I'm going to foul it off, spoil the tough ones, until I can get a good one that I can put a swing on. But
Gotta watch
easier
out for
said
that
than
rise
done,
ball.
right?
Yep.
All right. So this is a good question for you. Sometimes you see girls when they're younger talking about moving up in the box to try to get to the rise before it rises or get to the drop before it drops. Where do you stand with that? Where does the Maben family stand with that? Or the SOU staff stand with that? I mean, do you guys stay in one place in the box? Do you change depending on velocity? How's that work?
I think most of the time when we scoot up in the box, it's mostly because of speed, because we are more used to hitting fast pitching, and when we see a pitcher who's not I mean, our pitching staff, I think, is one of the best in the nation. And so when we're scrimmaging each other, throwing to each other, when our coaches are throwing BP, there's times that we face pitchers who are slower than what we see every day off the machine or pitching. And so moving up in the box to not be too far ahead of the ball. But I'm a lefty slapper, and actually we have a lot of teammates on this RSOU team who are also lefty slappers. So they're already moving to the front. So I don't really have to adjust. I'm always kind of getting to the front of the box by the time I'm hitting the ball, moving my feet. But for right-handed hitters, if you're way ahead of the ball, or if there's some crazy movement that's happening right at the end of the box, you don't want to be hanging out towards the back of the box. And so there's a lot of time our coaches will notice that and be like, okay, everybody, I want your feet on the chalk in the front of the box. So. And
then how does that work? Like, as a slapper, you have kind of that invisible box that continues, right? Is that?
Oh no, you step out of the box and you're out.
I thought that you guys, that's what you guys taught over there at North Medford.
I mean, actually, when I was in high school, they weren't as strict on that rule, so maybe we got away with it a couple times.
Well, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, swung on, fouled back. And count will go to 1-2. Man, this turned into it was like the start of like an offensive thing. Like it was 8-0, top of the first. It took a long time to record the first out. But since then, 1-1 game.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty close.
Once the rain stopped.
But the rain has gone away. Came back for a second, but
yeah, I feel like we'll get a lot more competitive games, a lot better defense and pitching. Obviously, depending on the rain.
The rain, yeah.
And that's just unfortunate how much softball these girls have missed. And we're doing the deuces sign, right? Deuces wild? Is that what we're doing?
2 balls, 2 strikes,
2 outs. Yeah.
We got all sorts of little.
It's like this.
Yep.
That's the old school one. You shake the hat upside
down. We do all sorts of little fun stuff in the dugout. We get creative.
You have to.
Oh yeah.
You have to have fun.
We're a little superstitious.
I have such a. My joke game. I've used that so many times on air. I'm not superstitious. I'm a little stitious. Oh.
Good
super
one.
salad. Yes, please. I'd love the super salad. Strike 3. Called.
Good inning.
Not quite a 1-2-3 inning, but next best thing to it. If you have an 8-run lead, you get 3 outs. Don't give up any runs. Have an opportunity now to extend their lead. Going to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back after this here live on Table Rock Sports.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Yeah, we're coming back here. 9-1, headed to the top of the 4th. Game day coming up to the plate. We were just talking about my mom because we were saying, I just sent her a text. Does it sound okay? Mom's always watching and always saying, hey, it's a little too loud, a little too soft. So, yeah, hopefully she's watching feedback at home right now.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. 14 minutes and
strike 1.
14 seconds left on the game clock if you are following along at home. And we're not in the top of the 3rd. We're in the top of the 4th, I believe. Ball's hit out into center.
Out number 1.
Yeah, I mean, this has been, besides that top of the 1st, with an 8 spot to start things off for game day, it has been a 1-1 game.
Yeah, once that rain lifted.
Yeah.
Innings got shorter.
That pitch is going to miss.
Just got a little brighter out. Seeing some sun.
I'm glad I brought the shades. Let's put it that way. And I have raindrops all over them. Jeez Louise. Swung on, foul down the right field line. Caleb, make a play. 1-1 count. Boomer Marshall on the call alongside Caleb Franklin on the video. Taylor Maben on the color commentary. And Taylor, you've done awesome. This has been great. I mean, you and Kat have been lights out. I'm going to be honest.
Made to be behind the microphone.
I was like, oh, great. I have to deal with a bunch of college girls today. There's a ground ball to the shortstop and a nice play. Throw across the diamond. I was like, Oh man, a bunch of cocky national champions.
Oh yeah.
Just
Then you
wanted
meet
to
these
tell them-
wackos.
Yeah. Oh, there was once upon a time that I was at SOU going to school, and there was a pretty good softball team. Obviously, they didn't win a national championship, but like they were cool. They were fun.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, our team knows how to have a good time. I will tell you that. We have a lot of fun. I'd be surprised if you had anybody sitting here that you were like, oh, she's a little cocky.
no.
We don't. We have a really awesome group of girls.
No,
so.
and I was just kidding.
And I
Anyways.
yeah.
I'm not thinking that.
Sometimes I forget we won.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we're doing all those mundane things and
Yeah.
then somebody walks by, oh my gosh, you're national champions. We're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Kinda
right.
forgot about that.
Silly me, I forgot. That's a good thing, though. Like,
Yeah, no. More focused on what's ahead.
yeah. That's how you build it, you know. You just got to keep getting better.
Ooh,
Ball's
that's a shot.
driven to
That's
left.
gone.
Back, go. How'd you like that call? I was ready for that one. I was looking for a name.
Annalise G.
Annalise G. And I tell you what, she G'd that ball out of here. Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Good
it was going
night.
off the bat.
And that was the girl, like, 2 innings ago that we were talking about with the speed. She reached and then stole second, stole third, and then on a pass ball, like, easily
think
got to the
so.
plate. Speed, power. Kind of looks like a 5-tool kind of kid. So if you don't have her, we'll try to figure out her last name maybe during
Looks
the
like
break.
she's the catcher, too.
And she plays behind. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have the last name? Yeah. Maybe that's her last name. She's. You do?
Oh, she's going to look at the roster.
Oh, my mom says hi to Taylor. And Kat was perfect last game.
Aw.
Too. So she sends
How
all kinds of
sweet.
love. We got a pitching change, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, more at the top of the fourth when we're here live on Table Rock Sports. On the face?
I think he hit her hand.
I hate that about this game. I'm sorry, we're back live. And just kind of a disturbing thing happened. Line drive back at the pitcher. And,
I think it hit her.
yeah,
right
go ahead,
hand.
Taylor, because I'm having a tough time stomaching that
Oh, maybe
one. That's like
yeah.
by the reaction of the coaches and the players on the field, like it was like a dead sprint to the circle.
Yeah.
Um,
All of them are in the circle right now.
Yeah, and that's the scariest part to me about softball, like
Fast
the
pitch.
field and how big it is, or how small it is. Because these girls, you guys barrel the ball up, you hit the ball.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, you just smack the ball. I mean, the girls just drove the ball out of the park and probably hit it 300 feet. I mean, it was way out.
Yeah.
And that was just a shot off the barrel there, right back into her face. Like, you don't have any time to react. And you see a lot of pitchers now with the facial covering, you know.
Yeah.
to protect them. Which
I'm kind of confused, though, right now. They are all walking off the field.
is this it? Are they calling it?
I'm not really sure what's going on.
Oh, did they?
No, this inning just started, though. Right? Oh,
No,
that was a
that-
pitching change.
Yeah. So that would be the old-fashioned 1 to 6 to 3 to get the third and final out of the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back after this.
A little more focused on the pitcher than the play.
Yeah, I mean that.
He's like, I spent too much money on your braces.
Well, we were just sharing a story about Taylor when she was 13 getting the call, you know, the big club, the 16U team, right, Tay?
They were desperate.
Yeah, real desperate, I'm sure.
Couple people-
So tell me the story. Your dad puts you in at third, and what happens?
Well, just a line shot from some, super strong right-handed hitter right at me, and the ball literally went right over my head at third base. And at the time, I don't even think I was playing third base like normally. It was just what they needed me to do.
Right.
And right over my head. You didn't even see the ball. You just heard it. And my dad was coaching, and he just pulled me right out of the game. He put somebody else there. I was like, Dad.
Yeah.
First of all, rude, I want to play. Second of all, you just put somebody else there and basically said, if it hits you in the face, it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'm not
you're
paying
like 15,
for more braces
so,
for my kid. Yeah, you're older. You can handle it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dad move.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the only times in playing for him that he was genuinely a dad in
Yeah.
front of a coach.
Yeah. Well, my sister, who's now like a volleyball coach and
Yes,
teacher at North
yes.
Medford, she went to the dark side, we say.
Oh, my goodness.
I just hit my microphone into my tooth.
I don't even want to go there.
Yeah. No, she, once upon a time, like 6th grade AAU, my dad was coaching her, and Emily gets she dives on the floor and gets a loose ball. Oh, ball's fair.
She touched it fair.
Yep, good call. Catcher touches it in fair territory.
Way to lay out, though. That was almost a really awesome play.
Yeah, and that was
So
the
you gotta
girl
do.
that just hit the home run, too. Annalise Garcia. We got her name in
Oh,
the
yep.
break, right? Thank you, Kat. And I don't know what that is. But back to the story. Emily falls down, twists her ankle, but she, kicked the ball out to a teammate, and they had, a breakaway, layup. So they're going to get a definite layup. The official stops the play before they can make the layup. And my dad is yelling at the official hey, you can't stop it. We had a layup down there. Meanwhile, back in the backcourt, Emily is writhing in pain on the ground, screaming and crying.
He does not care.
Yeah, he's yelling at the official, and the official goes, "Hey, coach, your daughter's on the ground with a hurt ankle." You know.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was Dad. It was I'm coaching. I'll be Dad later. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was never blurred. It was never, I'm doing this for my kid. I'm doing this for the team kind of thing. 2-0. And that pitch will miss. And the count goes to now 3-0. 2:53 left on the clock. So either USA Malone has to score 9 to keep going, 10 to go home. And if they don't, then that'll be game day's win.
Game day, I know, tied their last game.
Yesterday?
No, this morning. The 8 game, 8 a.m.
These guys aren't ready to play the game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that game day did. I was talking to one of the players in between games. She said they tied because of the time limit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they don't play like ties off with international rule or anything like that?
I guess not. I guess when it's over, it's over.
Well, it's like a little bit. It's a
Yeah,
lot different
probably
than
tomorrow.
ASA, right?
Yeah.
Bracket
yeah.
play, obviously.
Yeah.
There's a little
Oh,
drag
nice
bunt. It's a beauty.
Foul
But
ball.
I
Just
can't
go
really
for
see if it was fair or not from here, and it wasn't fair. It was the opposite of that, which is foul.
Interesting call. I feel like you're down 9 runs.
Yeah, I mean you're solely bunting for a base hit there, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And she was probably going to get on, but
Yeah.
just a little.
Third baseman's still back, like daring her. But 0-2 count. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we were talking about a little about the bunt game, and
Mm-hmm.
but baseball and softball now has become more like a launch angle. Like, I want to drive the ball, get my cuts in. I don't care if it's 0-2. I'm not taking a team hack. I'm taking a deep hack. Like,
Yeah.
I want to go long ball, which is a lot different than how I grew up. Like, you can put the ball in play. you
Yeah.
know.
Make something happen.
Yeah. But I love that, Nate and your dad, they always
Yeah.
they always bunt the ball. They always make put the pressure on the defense to make plays, and it seems like they always had a lot of speed too, which also increases that pressure, so to say. So
My dad once called a squeeze bunt with 2 outs
yeah,
in a state championship.
probably worked too, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Line drive into right center, and a base hit. Good job cutting it off there. That's a great play by the center fielder.
That was a good play.
And a good job backing up the old banana drill. Yeah, right fielder's backing up the center fielder, just cutting it off. So if it does get by, you're in the right place to.
So important on this turf, like we were talking about. Super easy to skid past one of these players.
Yeah.
If your backup right behind you, it's not going to cost you.
So 1 out here, bottom of the 4th. And there goes the buzzer on the clock.
Do they get to finish out the inning?
I would think that they do.
Oh.
Say the last batter.
I'm not sure.
He said something.
I mean, at that point.
Swing and a miss. She brought some gas there. That's starting to get some serious confidence out there. I mean, only giving up 1
Yeah.
run so far. Oh, and there's a little pickoff attempt, throw behind, but diving back.
Again, that's a risky play. When you have runners in scoring position, I feel like your focus should be more on them. I mean, she executed it well. That was
Yeah.
a good throw, good tag, but the girl on first is always going to get a little bit of a big jump off the base.
And strike 3
2 outs.
in a strikeout situation. Runners, bases were loaded.
Yeah.
1 out. And situation called for a strikeout. And able to deliver was game day.
Good work.
1 out away from putting this one in the book. As the time has run out, that pitch is going to miss up and in for ball number 1. This will be the second game of 6 today for this crew. So if you want to come out, bring us some food, Gatorade.
We're not even halfway done yet.
Yeah. But no, we're going to have a great time.
No, yeah.
It'll be a great weekend of softball. So, and what is it? Do you guys call it fast pitch or softball? I always get
It's
confused
fast
with
pitch
that.
softball. I mean,
It's
same.
fast pitch softball, so I want to make sure I get it right. I don't want to be that lame person walking around saying the wrong thing.
Better than calling it baseball.
Swung on. Nice play there by the second baseman. And we'll retire the side without number 3. And that's going to do it.
Game.
After 4 complete, the final is, well, I have it 10-1, yeah. Game day 10, USA Malone 1. And that's going to wrap it up. For Caleb Franklin and Taylor Maven, I am Boomer Marshall saying thank you for joining us on Table Rock Sports. Come back, join us again in about 35 minutes or so for the game number 3 today on field number 5. Thank you. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon yet? And God bless. Thanks, Taylor, for joining.
Yeah.
Buddy.
So along with Christopher Janish, we're live streaming, brought to you by TravelMedford.org. Today's event is produced by Table Rock Sports in partnership with Travel Medford, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, and Southern Oregon University. We're glad to have you with us. Again, this U.S. Cellular Community Park in Medford is the site today, coming up with our 2 teams that are playing here today. You got the Hype, and out on the field right now in the red. Glad to have you with us. There you see it. Oh, there comes the chance. There we go. I'll just switch with you. How's that? If you want to keep your ears warm. So we're just underway. Thanks for being with us. The wind kicking back up. That could pose problems for the fly balls. What is this? Game 3, Game 4, Game 5?
Game 4.
Game 4.
Game 4 of 6 today here on field number 1.
Here it comes, right at you. Coming right down at you there.
The wind really picking up. The rain, not an issue right now.
Yeah, the clouds, the dark clouds seem to be going away, but the wind is blowing them away, so we're getting that wind.
Well, it was saying that 30% chance of rain around 2 or 3, and that's right the time that we're in right now.
We actually started early with this game.
Yeah.
Foul ball right there. Boom. Yeah, it's according to the computer clock, 1:57. Ah, good catch, man. Were you ever a shortstop there? Got part of our production crew here just made a grab of a piece of paper flying off the table, caught it midstream. Couldn't get her on the mic yet.
There's a base hit.
She got on.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
That's why you hustle.
So first base aboard, starting things off. This one out here in a tank top. There's a pop-up going out to right field. Better get back. She's sliding back in safely. Oh, overthrow. Catcher there to back it up.
That's why you back it up.
So for that, there's one out. Pitch is in there. A little bit of sprinkles coming down, not much. There's a shot to short, play at first, and that'll bring us up. Leave one stranded at the end of the top of the first inning. 0-0 our score. We're back after this on Table Rock Sports. Stay with us.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. He was shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
And we welcome you back to the 2020 USA Softball of Oregon Fall Classic, happening from Medford, Oregon. It's a college exposure tournament. It's kind of like the runs don't matter, the score doesn't matter. It's all about just getting seen and getting to play. But these players out here, they're playing, they're competing. They want to win this game, forever how many innings it does go. Most of these have not gone a full set of innings.
Yeah, we've had some short games today that have hit that time limit. A really short time limit.
Yeah.
An hour and 20 minutes, so only 80-minute time limit on the games today. But it makes them move quick, and these teams get to play a lot of different teams, each one playing 3 games a day. So important that they don't have any 3-hour games.
It's like 3 1/3 of a games.
Yeah.
I think in total they're playing about a game and a half.
Well, we're already through half an inning, which has taken as much as a half an hour in games earlier. So
yeah,
this one so far moving along.
Well, right now it's 2:01.
Yeah.
The game just should have started. And we've already had a swap already from offense to defense. A bit more rain falling on stuff. Ooh, that one gets through the hole. And she will get aboard. So with a runner on first. So it's 2 o'clock and here comes the wind and sprinkles, huh?
Yep, now they're saying 50% chance of rain.
Nice one again. There we go. So this is the Northwest Vandals 18 gold and Hype Fast Pitch 18 gold. Coach Scott, Coach Watson. Tries to lay down the bunt. And I'm going to say it got into foul territory. Back in the center there of the circle. Ready to go. Sail's looking like it's going to take off there for a second. Whoa. I'm going to spill that soda over the thing. Find something heavier to put down here. I think sanitizer on it. How's that? It's like Gilligan's Island here. There. But we're COVID safe. We got hand sanitizer. Ah, there you go. Get the production team on it. Runner still at first. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. For the first out. Nice hit up the middle. Runner will advance. She's on her way to third. Here comes the throw. There's it is, and she's in safe. Good hustle on that play that time by Malaya Lawson. So Lawson in at third. And safely in at second is Amara Lording. Or Lardnog. Hard to read the coach's writing. So we'll cross-reference it here. Sometimes you try to read these lineup cards and they're triplicate forms and wet from moisture. Still 3 games to go today. Labanog. There we go. Amara Labanog. That's how you say it. Now I can read it. So she's at second. Lawson at third. Still just 1 out. There's a shot that's going to go foul, rolling right by us. Hot fly coming our way. Third base, there to make the grab.
Good textbook handling of that ball.
Yeah, both feet, both hands on the, both feet squared away, both hands on the mitt. Good to see that kind of execution. There we go. Hype fast pitch. What was that singing? Like somebody singing "Who Let the Dogs Out" over there.
Dugout's getting into this one.
Yeah.
Full count with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
That one gets by. There goes a runner. One scores. One coming around. Trying to beat the tag. Got her. But do they count the 1 run? Yes, they do. They do count the 1 run. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us here on Table Rock Sports.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship